Many of us felt disgust and outrage over the Planned Parenthood videos. In them we find a blatant disregard for life and abuse of the system. The altering procedures to target the specific recovery of organs is barbaric. I'm a pro-life member in a pro-life district, and the fact that we as taxpayers still support this is very objectionable. This system may also be criminal because we know that the selling of baby parts for profit is illegal by current law. We also know that the practice of partial birth abortion is illegal under current law. On our return this week, which is tomorrow, we're going to be passing two bills on the floor of the House. The first bill is a bill sponsored by Diane Black. Diane's a nurse or a former nurse from Tennessee, and her bill just says no federal dollars go to Planned Parenthood for a year while we continue to investigate these charges. The second bill is one from Trent Franks from Arizona. Trent's a very strong pro-life supporter, and his bill addresses a couple things. So one thing is that if there is a physician that's involved in the abortion practice, as I described above, is involved in the selling of baby parts, is involved in killing life after it's been born, the partial birth abortion debate, then they should not get Medicare or Medicaid dollars as part of their healthcare practice. The whole practice. They should be excluded from that because they're breaking, in essence, the law. The other thing is, the other portion of Trent Frank's bill is that if a child is born alive, which was planned to be aborted, then that life deserves the same protection as a small baby, early, whatever that's called, I forgot the word, the little babies that go in, they should get the same health care as
premature.
A preemie. Yeah, a preemie. They should get the same premature services as a regular baby that was just born early. And if not, then there's some litigation aspects that can occur. That's the Trent Franks bill. So the other part of this debate is, the chart here, which, we want to make the point also that women have access to health care. In fact, there's more access to care through federally qualified health care clinics and rural health care clinics when you add those together than any of the Planned Parenthood operations around. So here's an example, 600 for just the state of Illinois, 670 alternatives for women's health care versus 18 in the Planned Parenthood arena. The other point is, and we've got some charts that we can hand out, is that the health care services provided at a federally qualified health care clinic are more extensive than what you'll find at a Planned Parenthood. So there's more women's health care services available. The other thing that federal qualified health care clinics or rural clinics do is they also can serve as a medical home. We've changed our health care law. That's not what this is about. I'm not supportive of it, but we have. And part of the emphasis of changing the health care is a medical home. These all can be medical homes for women where Planned Parenthood facilities cannot be. They just don't provide all the services, so they can't be the medical homes. So the point being that this is women have access to health care. We want to make sure we inform them of the opportunities and not allow Planned Parenthood to, in essence, disguise themselves as providing women's health care opportunities when there are many opportunities around. This doesn't end what we're doing with these bills on the floor right now. The Judiciary Committee, the House Oversight and Investigation Committee, and my committee, Energy and Commerce, will continue to do the investigative arms of what we do as legislators. Also this week, while these bills are on the floor, there's going to be in the Health Subcommittee of the Energy and Commerce, and I serve on the Health Subcommittee, we're going to have a hearing also, and it's entitled, and forgive me to make sure I look at what the title is, Protecting Infants, Ending Taxpayer Funding for Abortion. So that's going to be addressing other legislation which we can address this concern. So, you know, just in summary, I appreciate you all coming out. As I talked earlier today, as a pro-life member who's, you know, has cast votes, you know, these Planned Parenthood videos, I think, have made us feel a lot more guilt that we as a nation allow this barbaric practice and continue it, and the selling of baby parts for profit. I mean, it's always objectionable, but this is. I mean, I think we just shake our heads. Can't believe that in a country that, you know, as great as ours, that we continue to allow this to happen. So that's kind of I wanted to come around. I wanted to do the update on what's going on in Washington. I also wanted to make this case so that when people say, well, we're addressing women's health care concerns, and we're saying we have opportunities for women's health care, people need to know about it, and we need to direct those women in that arena and in that area.